allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. 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 It's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. 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 Bitch, one of you was now I'm mute. Well, good evening, good evening. Let's start off with the headlines. Tom Cruise dangles from spinning plane in new Mission Impossible. The only mission that was impossible for you, Tom, was to raise your children. That was your Mission Impossible. And now they're all grown. And now they are all grown. And you raised none of them. Not a one. That was your Mission Impossible. But as far as the commercials and the movies, child, the mission is done. Your mission is over. Like, I just want to know how long you gonna play super cute, because it ain't cute no more. It's not cute. Like this Botox held together, Korean stem cell under eye. It's not cute. It's giving desperate. But you know who isn't giving desperate? Rihanna. She finally has said music was the thing that got the attention, but God had other plans for me. Yes. Yeah, thank God. Admit it. You ain't never singing again. You don't need to yodel. We enjoyed your years of yodeling, but ma'am, like Tom, we will let you retire. And also, you know what? Let's give Rihanna credit for knowing when the jig was up, for leaving the party before it was too late. She said, you know what? 9 was enough. 9 was enough. Or 8 was enough, rather. Speaking of 8 is enough, Jaleel White explains why he vetoed a Family Matters reboot. No, Jaleel, you don't have to explain. I will explain. What the hell would Urkel be doing at 50? Who wants to see a 50-year-old Urkel? Did I do that? It depends. Are you for real? I don't think that would fly. Like, he would have had his nose done and been a normal person, and then it would have just been you. And you're not interesting. I'm sure you're talented, but you're not interesting. And then the other family would have been the star, and your ass could never have taken it because you're still petty. And speaking of petty, this is one of the best headlines. The best headlines I've read in my life. Nice try, trolls. Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin common law clap back at rumors rapper secretly married basketball wives. Work barely. Common law clap back. A common law clap back. That is divine. A common law clap back. Is that what Minicue had when she was talking about the common law wife? Candy was calling someone a common law wife. That was a common law clapback. I mean, I feel like, honestly, Chrissy Lampkin, the only clapback she could have is for her and her mole to pack their pork rinds and head on. And I know they unpack their pork rinds because I ain't gonna leave mine. Oh. And as the theater turns news, we have more information out that doesn't look good for Nicole. Apparently, she was photographed in a Kamala t-shirt. Yeah. So it wasn't that we just misconstrued your views. No, no. You were out here lying for a role, for a click and a view, lying to be socially accepted in the LGBTQ Broadway community when you know you would vote against their best interest. So not only are you foul, but you can't stand in your foulness. You know what? If you're going to be intolerant, be Southern. You see, you got to be careful. Be Southern intolerant. Southern intolerance will stand in their intolerance and won't take your money. Now that I may disagree, but I can respect it. It's like, well, you won't take a dime. All right. You won't poison me. I'd rather know, oh, I can't eat there than put ground glass in my food. So I'm like, hey, we ain't got to mess with each other. But girl, you gonna lie and put glass in the pie. I'm so glad we see you for your works and your worthless deeds. And speaking of worthless, Mia Thornton says that ink is the one who, if the paternity test is important to, and she knows. Oh God, Mia, I'm tired of you. Aren't you tired of lying? Aren't you tired of lying? I know I am. I'm tired of listening to your lies. Now, first there was overlap, then there ain't. Like, you can't have a possible child. You can't say, oh, well, you don't need to take a paternity test. I know, but there was still a chance where you were both engaging in raw sex. Raw sex. Within the same ovulation window. Raw sex. I'm sorry, there's no possibility. Either it is or it isn't. But the fact that there's a possibility means you don't know shit. And you don't know because you do. That means that G's child support will go down, but his alimony will go up. He got you good. He said, you know what? I'm going to spend all the honest, as quiet as it kept. G is a low-level black version of Tom Girardi. Because he said, I'm going to embezzle these joint chiropractics, act like I'm Big Daddy, and then trap her with 2 kids, and she going to have to take care of my coot butt. Oh, yeah. He got you for the best years of your thigh. In other reality show news, it seems Kyle Richards has finally come out. She hasn't said she's a lesbian, but was terrified to have the difficult conversation about her evolving sexuality. I love how when I was coming up, you was gay, you was straight, you was bi. But now there are evolving sexuality. Wait, is my sexuality a Pokemon? Do I have to evolve my sexuality to the final form? Am I going to grow another penis? I need to know. Evolving sexuality, that sounds like a penis where I don't know what it should be. I think, is the vagina coming under my arm? Like, what? Evolving sexuality. What does that mean? Is it going to talk? It does not need to talk. Oh, God. Evolving sexuality. Oh, I was in a shit mood before this. A shit mood. But that pulled me out of it. Evolving sexuality. Like you just see like a penis and vagina, and fallopian tubes and sperm and a whole solar system. Evolving sexuality. Oh my God. My vagina has grown a tongue and started to speak. Girls, I'd like to introduce you to my evolving sexuality. Oh, I'm glad that Kyle is in touch with her evolving sexuality. And get this, the heifer said, well, there were articles about me and Morgan, so it made me think, well, is it true? So you had to read in the newspaper to find out that you had evolving sexuality. I'm sorry. It wasn't that you were, just constantly this close to Morgan and her vagina and her evolved sexuality. It gives me just a whirling solar system. Oh my God. But no, you had to read it in the newspaper. You had to read these articles about yourself, these 18-line articles, and think, am I a lesbian? Am I a lesbian? Is In Touch Weekly right? Do they know me more than me? Am I a lesbian? Or is it evolving sexuality? I know they go. Oh my God. You know what? I ain't brought up Janet in a minute. That's how long I'm going to hold on to evolving sexuality. And you know what? From that, that's what I'm going to say. Whenever I think someone isn't 100% straight, they're not gay. It's evolving sexuality. Oh my God. All right. Well, those were today's top stories from my evolving sexuality. And I will see y'all soon for some.